So obviously we've got that summit coming up, which we've realised that our DNA is sport.
Yeah.
But actually, when you look at sports events and you're looking at city activation, even a medal ceremony,
Right.
a screen is a screen, stage is a stage, a sound system is a sound system.
Yeah.
So effectively, this UK summit has been actually a pilot for a couple of years now
Nice.
to look at the wider events industry. So it could
Right.
be in festivals, be an air show, anything like that. So we've
Right.
really seen a more natural market to start it. So that's the focus in Manchester.
Yeah.
Definitely sport at its DNA,
Right.
but bringing the event industry together, and of which there are international events such as the World Cycling Championship, Rugby League World Cup, all
Right.
being held in the UK as well. So it is a bit international, but it is
Yeah.
predominantly aimed at the UK market.
Got it. And talk a little bit about, obviously you angle it towards like international events and festivals and stuff like that too, and not just sports, but what are some of the I guess key topics and elements that will be, covered at the summit in the UK?
Yeah, yeah, we tend to put them in buckets, which I can go
Right.
through very quickly. But
Right.
the fundamental message really is that there's a huge amount of capability,
Hmm.
some of which is incredibly niche.
Right.
And you need one of my favorite stories actually is that I learned in Brazil, which is around crowd barriers.
Mm.
Which I thought there was nothing clever about crowd barriers until the crowd barrier expert company told me that you
Right.
need really experienced crews. They on a sports event they don't go out for weeks in advance. They are very much deployed at short notice and recovered
Right.
very quickly. So
Yeah.
you need experienced crews, you need the right vehicles. It's quite a specialist skill, and
Yeah.
that's crowd barriers.
Right.
So fundamentally, right across the model, that what we're looking at is knowledge sharing and insights like
Yep.
that, so people learn how to get events going. But the buckets really are around visitor experience, which could
Hmm.
be a whole raft of things, including
Right.
technology.
Yep.
Crowd safety is a massive issue these days, not just
Right.
security.
Yeah.
Big focus on tech. And what we call another huge bucket called event services, which could be insurance, logistics, weather, transportation, and
Right.
the like. So, fundamentally, things fall into those four buckets, but they're pretty big buckets.
Right. So it's actually covering all the what ifs and whys.
Yeah,
That's
it's about that. And you never know enough, right? I mean,
right.
that's one that you always learn. And so we create an environment with these summits. And obviously, we got the next one after this being the International Federation Summit,
Yeah.
working with the cities in Lausanne in Switzerland in June, which is in full planning as we speak, right
Right.
now.
Yeah.
So, these summits that we run, and including this market visit here to Australia,
Yeah.
they all have a different approach, but fundamentally take you to the same place, getting
Right.
people into a room,
Yeah.
speak to each other, and actually learning how to collaborate.
So let's talk a little